I'm on tea duty. And toast duty as well.
I'm having coffee on it.
Tea and coffee duty then. Hot water duty. Granules duty. Sugar duty. Milk duty. Spoon duty. It's another weekend spent on the van. Very rainy today, which isn't that great, but we're going to sort out the bulkhead because it's a few inches too big. And then once that's sorted, we're going to look at carpeting the inside of the van, so the back doors, the trim around the back doors, and then the bulkhead as well. Because at least then it will all be the same length. Yeah. So we're trying to prevent having to take it all apart to cut these extra few inches off. So we're going to just do it off the back of the van and see how we get on.
Workbench because I was getting sick and tired of doing it off the floor. Yeah, see how long it takes me to put this together.
We also popped to Wilco to get some more stuff for the bulkhead and went and got a Greg's baguette and steak bake. So we're going to eat that for lunch as well. I think it's about 1:30. Had a bit of a faff with the bulkhead, just trying to keep it in line, also frame it to the van at the top, because at the bottom we can screw into the floor, but it's not going floor to ceiling because we're going to try and put shelving and like a slide cupboard just above the cab. So it's just been a bit of a nightmare this morning trying to figure that out. That's why we went out, had a bit of a break, come back to it, and Owen's obviously putting up the workbench, which will hopefully help out.
So I've just put this together. The only one thing I did wrong was these handles. I put them on the wrong way around, but they still work. So I'm just going to try it out. You want to give that a go?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yay! Yeah, much better.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You can tell it's pissing it down. Me and Ellie ran strategically onto the back garden, cut out the backboards for the bulkhead from the panels that came with the van. Recycling, helping the planet and all that. So this is, we're putting this on now, as you can see, and then we're going to carpet that. It's getting there. Bang. And dirt is gone. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, happy with that.
Fucking Martin Scorsese over here. Martin Scorsese.
Must be in the dinosaur. Objects may seem larger than they appear. If anyone's seen Jurassic Park, let me know. We've finally attached the backboard to the bulkhead. Ta-da!
Oh, what a relief.
That looks mega.
Oh.
To me.
Where are you?
I'm behind you.
Alright, I'll go that side.
To me, to you. Wait. Don't push it yet.
Oh shit from here. Is it further this way, or is it me?
No, so I'm trying to fix the window. We're wanting it at a bit of an arch, and because I don't have any string and I'm trying to make a little compass, so what I've done is I've pulled apart some of the, it was kind of like a cable tie. I've pulled it apart and I've measured it, and I'm gonna put it directly in the center of this little box thing that I've drawn. Pull that too with a pen on the end and hopefully get that arch shape that we're after. Quick maths. Okay, here goes nothing. Yeah, I think that's going to be the one. In my head it worked. I think it has worked. I don't need this line. That little one is going to go anyway. It's just to get this arch, like, so that it looks geometrically correct. I'm not going to quit the day job. I'm not going to go and learn physics, but progress. What I might have to do now then is just get another piece of wood to go the whole way along so that we know the height then. It's just getting that shape. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare to cut this out. I haven't really thought about that yet. What's the bet? It's too small. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mate, how the fuck did I do that? How did I literally do that wrong? It takes two to make a thing go right. Go on, son. In you fucking go. Welcome home. I think that's probably as good as I'm gonna get it tonight. Absolutely knackered. Been long, productive, but successful day. Right, we're gonna finish off the bulkhead by carpeting the back. Cutting out this window, that's something that we'll need to do tomorrow before we carpet it, and then it will be moving on to carpeting the back doors and the trim around the door as well. So yeah, making good progress, lots still to do. We'll go and see what we're having for tea.
The next day after making the bulkhead, so Ellie's made this arch she wants put in. Just drilling some holes so that we can maybe fit the little coping saw in. Tell me that ain't satisfying.
So we're kind of bodging this job just simply because we don't want to use the jigsaw. It looks a bit like this. I always said it looked like a ball sack, so I turned it into an ice skater.
We'll take this outside. Now Ellie's cut away around the rough shape. We're gonna sand it. And after that, we're gonna carpet it.
It's sanding time, bitch. With our little mouse. What?
Is it so loud?
Yes. Do you want to talk about anything else before I put it on? I genuinely can't hear you. I think we're going to be here for like an hour.
Just use the jigsaw and just take it slow.
Well, the worst that could happen is that it looks shit. Done the arch. Just need to sand out some of the corners. It was definitely a lot easier to use the jigsaw, but I don't regret that we did all the holes first, because I think if it had been that whole piece of plywood, it would have been bouncing around a lot. So it was just smaller bits that I could really focus on, which made it a bit easier. Raining again. Quite an unfortunate weekend for weather, but we're doing a lot, and I noticed music's on, so I hope we don't get copyrighted.
I've been to Wickes again. Defo should get like a loyalty card. Went to get a staple gun, fending foam. We brought a hole drill thing so we can put the vent for the heater on, so we can still use the heater whilst that's on.
Van snack.
Japanese curry soba noodles. Pretty good, to be fair.
Out of 10?
I'll give them a 7.
I've got the yakitori chicken ones. I think I'd give a 7.5, maybe an 8. They're good. They're not as good as the other soba packet noodles, but these will do the job while we're in the van.
Oh, it looks like one of those like Danish fucking caramel waffle things, look. Fiona. Try and put it against the wall now.